tell me, could you get it off? In the aftermath, oh, would you leave it all out on the table now? Before the dust settles down, 'cause right before the sunrise, I could see the fear in your eyes. You thought I'd disappear for good now. You thought you left me dead, 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 dead. You thought that I was slowing down by now, but think again, think again. I thought that I was gone for good now. Praying I turn around and said, hey, hey, hey. You thought that I was slowing down by now, but think again. Full speed ahead. Full speed ahead. Full speed ahead. Full speed ahead. It's you and me, we're going again. I'm coming at you like a bull, all I see is red. A fire in my righteous eyes, you can't hide. 'Cause I'm alive, illuminating every shadow off. I'm coming for you, I can see it that you're running lost. I've been reading the signs, I feed the fear in your mind. You thought I'd disappear for good now. You thought you left me dead, 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 dead. You thought that I was slowing down by now, but think again, think again. I thought that I was gone for good now. Praying I turned around and said, hey, hey, hey. You thought that I was slowing down by now, but think again. Full speed ahead. Full speed ahead. Full speed ahead. Full speed ahead. Yeah, listen up, I got the holy light at my command, and I got trouble here for you in my right hand. 'Cause you've been left now open wide, so justified. I won't let the people down, gonna raise them high. We're getting louder every day, we're amplified. Stunning with the light, you're gonna wanna be on my side. It's I'm coming for you, yeah, you know it. Full speed ahead, yeah, yes, I'm coming for you, yeah, you know it. Full speed ahead. You thought I'd disappear for good now. You thought you left me dead, 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 dead. You thought that I was slowing down by now, but think again, think again. I thought that I was gone for good now. Praying I turned around and said, hey, hey, hey. You thought that I was slowing down by now, but think again. Full speed ahead.
Hello, 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 hello. How is everyone doing today? Hope everyone is good. We have arrived at our final day of Arknights ATO. Yes, yes, yes. Let's unmute. Oh my god, that's at full volume. Let's not do that. Let's lower it a little bit there. Yes, yes, yes. This is going to be the final day of ATO, at least the story of it. At least the story of it. Because we do have some things opening up later this week. We have the EX stages, and then I think that's actually next week, the 30th, right? Oh yeah, that's like the end of next week. At the end of next week, we also have this, which I'm curious at what this is going to be. It's probably just going to be like the super challenge modes, but yeah. But we are going to finish off the story tonight. We got up to, what, 6? Yeah, we got up to 6 yesterday. These usually go to 8. I assume this one's going to be no different to that. So we'll go to 8. We also have these extra things here as well. I'm not sure what these are. It looks like we're probably going to get a fixed team to do these. which is interesting. But yeah. All right. I think we'll start with that. Actually, we'll start with the ATP 1 stage and see what that's all about. Let's go. Oh shit. Okay, this is kind of interesting. What the? Oh, we get to use Swire. Okay, this is going to be one of those puzzle ones, isn't it? Let me full screen this. Boom. There we go. All right, let's see how this goes. So I can't bring anyone, right? I only get 2 units. Okay. Okay. Let's see how this goes. Let's see how this goes. The starting point. I don't know how to use the Swire, so I'm hoping the AI just does that for me. What would we even want to do here? Hold on. What do the balls do? Okay, then they fall down this way. Right. Okay, okay. Oh, am I meant to push them with this? Oh. Yes, that is exactly what you're meant to do. Okay. I see, I see. So what's the actual best way of doing this? Maybe like this? Oh, you can just keep getting them like bouncing around. What does the Swire do here? Nice, nice. Oh, they're just gonna bounce between each other now. Lol. Send another one. Oh, damn. Okay. Okay. This is a puzzle. We can hit this one. Yeah, we should be able to get this too. Actually, they're both going to bounce off of this, so we'll let them do that first. And then you... Very nice, very nice. Okay, so most of the units are gone. What can we do with this? I'm not sure what I can do with him. What does he do? Pushes them back slightly. And spam. Alright, we'll get them eventually. I don't think this hits... Oh, it does hit them. Nice. Everything happening this week: Enfield, CCB4, and EX stages. Wait, I don't know what CCB4 is. What's CCB4? I know the other ones. What's CCB4? Alright, we got rid of one of them. I'm not sure how we're going to do these.
Mission accomplished.
Oh, that counts? We win? Oh, I guess we won. Nice. I think we just had to get rid of most of the enemies there. Contingency contract. Wait, contingency contracts coming out this week as well? What? What? Okay, that's kind of insane. There's too much content. Too much content. Swire S3 has a push. Oh. I feel like she wasn't pushing. Where are the balls coming from here? So you can push. I know you can push. What do we actually have here? Yeah, she does. Oh, maybe she needs to activate her thing first. I guess Shaw can help us a little bit here. What does she do? Increases the attack, pushes the target toward the attack direction. Oh. Oh, I missed them. And then I wasted the ability. You love to see it. Yeah, she's not pushing. Or is it at the end of her ability that she pushes? Do you have to release the skill? Ah, that makes sense. Oh my god, she launches them. There we go, that's what we're after. What does she do? Does she push? Okay, she pushes as well. Cool, 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 cool. We're not pushing them off the map anymore though, which is a little sad. Do I need to get the angle right or something? Like wait a little bit, then push. Oh, that went very sideways. Okay, there we go. We got one more. We got one more. And then if we release there. Oh, we just missed him. Come on, come on, come on. We're literally playing pinball right now. Counts as a mission accomplished though. We'll take it. I didn't know Flint did that. That's kind of interesting. I could see that working in some situations. Huh. I always ignore the fighting characters because all the fighting characters I've ever tried to use have always been kind of shy. But that Flint gives me some ideas on how to use her. Oh boy. What the? Okay, if we do this, doesn't this guy just get pushed? This guy should just get pushed. Yeah, lol. Just activate them all. I'm not sure what to do with this guy. Are more people gonna spawn? I assume they are, right? How can I... Maybe if I... Oh, I see. We need to stop these from going down there. Oh, that doesn't help. Flint, please. Flint, please. Does this work? There we go. Oh, okay, that doesn't quite work. Wait, doesn't she pull? Yeah, she pulls towards. Oops. Oh, this one naturally curves up that way anyway. Oh my god, stop pulling it. Stop pulling it. Oh my god. Okay, there we go. Oh! Almost, almost, almost. That should hit him. No! Oh my god, it hit Hoshi too late. God damn it. This is such a bad placement. I'm gonna get rid of that. Stop ignoring Mountain? What do you mean ignoring Mountain? How does Mountain help us here? We can't even pick Mountain. Oh, as the fighter? Okay, Mountain is the exception. Mountain is the exception. I'll give you that. Okay, I can't push this anymore. I need something else. I need you and you to be repositioned. Oh, we've only got 4 seconds. Maybe? Maybe? Oh, we got close. Close. We're still 3-starring them all though, so we'll take that. We'll take that. All right, let's get into the story. Let's pick up on the story. So what's happened so far? Hoshiguma returned home and immediately got thrown into... Well, actually, the reason she got called home was because of the whole operation going on at the moment. But yeah, essentially, Mifune is trying to take over Kajimachi, and he's doing that by using an idol. in monarchy, using monarchy to scare people away from businesses and then taking over the businesses. And then the final act he just did was had the old man Tessei sign over Kajimachi to him in order to save his son. What he didn't know was that it wasn't going to save his son, and Mifune ordered everyone basically to be killed anyway. Interestingly, Mio ignored the kill order. I'm still very curious what's going on with Mio. I also saw that she got a Glaze thread on Reddit. Very happy about that. She is an amazing character. Yeah, I'm still very curious whether she's going to break entirely. Maybe she won't. But we also got introduced to the TV Yakuza chick as well. The ninja, rather, not Yakuza. So she's an interesting character. I'm very curious how she plays into all of this. She just seems like someone that got roped into doing things, but didn't like how things are going. She's kind of like a Mio character as well, actually, and kind of just sabotaging things in the back end. But yeah, let's see how this goes. We need to find Monake, and we need to find Kichisai. Oh, what level is this? Level 60? I'm gonna be real, Kichisai is kind of butt. She's not great. She's not great. She's not great. Let's bring... You know what? Let's bring Ray. Actually, you should have your third skill now, yeah. Praminix isn't really working for us anymore either. Let's bring in Iradian. Harmony isn't working anymore. Let's bump that up to a Golden Glow. We probably also need to get rid of Franca, probably. Yeah, let's get rid of Franca. Let's look at bringing in a Lord in. What Lord do we want? Do we want to bind? Actually, let's bring in Thorns, because I don't understand why everyone loves Thorns. I have a feeling he needs to be E2'd for me to understand, but we'll start out with him on E1 level 80. Okay, let's go. Alrighty, here we go. Oh, this looks like the Mio Tower. Gazing down from the top of the TV tower, one can see fireworks rise in the night sky before falling gently and disappearing from sight. The fireworks show has not yet begun. This is simply the warm-up for the warm-up. The figure gazes at his own reflection in the window and that of the reforged Hanya behind it. Hanya. I finally have you after 20 years. Too late. Too late. What could you possibly do for me, other than acting as witness to this ceremony in Tessai's place? As the figure gazes upon the reforged Hanya, he realizes that there are remnants of what seemed to be straps of some sort on the handle on the back side. The back side is untouched. A good shield, but nothing more. Mio. How long until the start of the ceremony? Mio, stab him in the back. Stab him in the back! Around an hour. I'm going downstairs for some fresh air. Hoshiguma may crash the ceremony, Mifune-san. So much the better. What do you mean? If she does, it would mean one of two things. Either she's been driven to madness, or she has somehow managed to stay calm after Tessei's death. On my turf, in front of my camera, and on television, however, she'll be nothing more than a crazed murderer. Nothing more than a footnote in the accession. What? I thought this was in accession. Wait, what? A session? Is that? Okay, it's a session. We're just going to go with a session. In the accession ceremony. A failure driven to madness. Even if I'm not a match for her, the ones upstairs will take care of her. About Momoko. Getting soft-hearted. Well, we could certainly keep her around for a while longer. Extract every last bit of value from her. We have plenty of ways to persuade her. But we'll have to leave that Kichisai alive too, so that Momoko is not driven to despair. You haven't dealt with her yet, have you? No. Good. What about Tetsuya? Mio? He escaped. Ooh, okay, okay. He what? Mifune's voice turned sinister in an instant. The truth. Uh-oh, is Mio actually going to tell the truth? Yes, Thorns is non-functional at E1, but godly at E2. God damn it. Okay, well, we're going to have to put resources into him as well as Hoshiyota. God damn it. I let him go. Soft-hearted again. Yes. Is that all? That's all. I'm disappointed in you. I'm prepared to accept my punishment. It can wait. But this necessitates a change in your responsibilities. You will face Hoshiguma if she does come. It's my duty. Don't be in such a hurry to say yes. You know what awaits you if she shows up before me still living and breathing. Yes. 2 ninjas will keep a constant eye on you. Don't try anything funny. Oh, he is starting to think that she's trying to backstab. I think she's... you know what? I'm going to believe in our girl Mio. I think Mio is going to backstab him. She's going to make a deal during the fight with Hoshiguma. She's probably going to pretend to get injured and let Hoshiguma through. Now, I need to get that fresh air. Make sure everyone is ready for any unexpected situations. Come on, Mio, don't let me down. I believe in you. The fireworks show won't start for a while. Let's walk around. No, darling. We should go straight to the side of the fireworks show on the other side of the river. They're saying on the intercity net that this area is not safe now. Rumor has it that Oyaban of the Kinseki Kai is dead, killed by the Aoni, the one in the Kaiden. Oh, that media mogul? What's his name? No, that's Mifune. It was Tese who died. Huh. You know, I actually thought Mifune was the one who died, since he's always showing up in public. There's been rumors coming from Kajimachi, plus the Northern Court spy that they're talking about. Anyway, we should go over to the other side of the river. Or was he listening in? Did he hear what they said? Kaiden. Hot topics. Manipulation of public opinion. It has become second nature to him. Who would have thought that all the Kaiden of Mitsukue originated from Shimasu's attempt to blackmail him over the Diet candidate affair, only to end up slain by his sword? Shimasu's death needed to be covered up. The fledgling TV station needed relevance. The Diet member whom he was trying to butter up was waiting to see him prove his quality. So he linked Hoshiguma with Sawara, the Silentius of Shinakai, and reported on the haunted house for a week. It was a smashing success. The intensive reporting dispelled any suspicions that viewers had, and left behind plenty of room for him to clean up and misdirect. Relevance from the Kaiden became money. Money moved Diet members and shackled the police, made the Kinseki Kai grovel before him, and rendered Tese powerless to intervene. Everything snowballed from there. The haunted house became the ideal place to dispose of people who got in the way. But the trick could not continue forever. Interest would fade and revenue would decline, while Tese's suspicions and the pressure of public opinion grew. When the last gangster who knew how the Diet candidate died was dealt with, he began to expand the scope and channels of the Kaiden. It could involve the kami or accidents, even a fabricated story that was sufficiently interesting and frightening. He, too, wondered why the people of Mitsukue were so obsessed with Kaiden. They feared any potential danger in life, but they could not control their own curiosity. The prospect of danger seemed to represent a fatal attraction. The TV station provided the Kinseki Kai with a constant source of income, funding the crystalline component industry, making him someone whom Tese looked down on, but could not do without him. Meanwhile, to him, Tese was already nothing more than a... Oh, more than a what? More than a what, Mifune? Emergency. Oh. Bro's getting hacked. Emergency, emergency. This is not a drill. This is not a drill. What's going on? Earthquake? Mitsuke is under attack by the Northern Court. Repeat, Mitsuke is under attack by the Northern Court. For your own safety, please follow these instructions. What? A Northern Court invasion? If you are inside, close all doors and windows and await further instructions. If you are outside, go to the nearest shelter immediately. Shelter? Do we have those in Mitsukue? There used to be announcements, but now we'll have to look for the signs. On Nida Street and beyond, all of Mitsukue is suddenly filled with red lights, with the exception of the oblivious fireworks. A fear that was once forgotten has been reawakened. Conflict between North and South has only increased since the Blood Peak campaign, but rapid economic growth caused the attention of the people to drift away from the gunfire on the border. Mizukue and Kusirigawa continued to treat each other as potential adversaries, even after the 90s, but the average folk have long since forgotten the possibility. This fear, which was lain forgotten for many years but never truly left, seized the hearts of Mitsukue's people more powerfully than any kaiden. Mifune-san! What the blazes is going on? Someone hacked into Kinseki Channel's broadcasting network. They tampered with the backup emergency footage provided by the government and are broadcasting it all over the city. We're not sure how, but they even managed to take over the networks of some of the other stations. Even our partners are affected. They're spamming our phone lines, thinking that we approved it. Moshi Mosh, what's going on? It's the diet. How's the infiltration going? It couldn't be better. Total chaos right now. Had no difficulty breaching. Don't go too fast, Sarasa. There might be unintended consequences to spreading fake news. Don't worry, I avoided crowded places like the fireworks show, and places like hospitals, schools, and old folks' homes, where people tend to have weak hearts. I also set a retraction video to play after the warnings looped a few times, telling people that it was a mistake. I'll go to the ceremony now with Momoka and Kichisai. Time for you to create more chaos, Hoshiguma. On it. Alright, time to infiltrate Hoshi. I believe in you. Hoshiguma walks in the opposite direction of the panicking crowd, towards the TV station. As Sarasa said, the broadcasts are now changing to play the retraction video, and the crowd gradually begins to calm down. As Hoshiguma walks, she wonders if she might see the reaction she hoped for from the crowd. It need not be an awakening or an awareness of vigilance, nothing so heavy. She just wants to see them shiver and remember what fear truly is, not just a little punctuation to spice up a happy life. But all she hears is people excitedly repeating a single word, Kaiden. Here we are. So little security. Looks like the situation really has its hands full. The one-horned Oni walks inside without hesitation, passing by 1, 2, and 3 station staff without being noticed, until the 4th. The Aoni. It's the Aoni. Call the Kinseki Kai. Oh. I suggest you make way while I'm still asking politely. No? They have her surrounded. They outnumber her many to 1, yet, for some reason, there is a thought in all their minds that they cannot shake. She outmatches them, one against many. This is for your own good. Maybe some of you have heard about what the Aoni of Kinseki-kai did 20 years ago, right here in Mitsukue. Even if we're no longer clan family, even if your Oyoban killed Uncle Tesse, I don't want to fight you if I don't have to. Make way. I want to see Kinbi. Don't make me do this. You won't get away. The Kinseki-kai never issued a notice of expulsion or no contact to you. You're still part of the Kinseki-kai, and to attack us is to attack your own family. Do you really believe that? No one answers. Hoshiguma continues walking almost nonchalantly. There is no sound of footsteps behind her, only a slight whoosh of something flying through the air. She does not even cast a glance at it, be it knife or flash drive, shuriken or just a handful of beans. None of that matters anymore. When you're throwing a knife, you really should throw it like you mean it. You might as well have been throwing roasted soybeans. Oni wa soto, fuki wa uchi. That's the old saying. Oni out, fortune in. Oh, okay. Fuku is fortune and uchi... Oh, yeah, uchi in. Yeah, okay. Soto means out. Okay. Didn't know that. Surrender. And we could keep it at that. There's no bad blood between us. No bad blood. Maybe you're right. But back in my day, we had a different slogan when we threw beans in Kajimachi. We said, fortune out. Oni in. Uh-oh. She draws her sword. The Yakuza who have heard of the Ao Oni instinctively take a step backwards. Only one of the younger members steps forward, seemingly oblivious to what he is risking for a chance at glory. All right, then. She takes out the young one first. Not the young'uns. No one saw what the one-horned Oni did. All they saw was a blue flash, and the young Yakuza fell to the ground, a bloody gash on his thigh. There's only one of her. Get her. We're the Kinseki-kai. We're the strongest. Get her. We must not disappoint the Kinseki-kai or Chairman Mifune. That's more like it. They rush toward the striding Oni like the tide. The Oni takes step after step forward until the distance between her and the figure ahead closes to a hair's breadth. Once again, the blue light, but this time, everyone sees the true nature of the Oni, no longer attempting to suppress her fury. I'm hoping we get a CG of this, please. Please. Hoshiguma's blade moves through the air. Before long, there is no longer anyone standing in her way. The injuries are not fatal, but no one has the strength or the stomach to oppose her anymore. Only the one-horned Oni still stands tall. Sad. This is the strongest. These are the strongest the Kinseki-kai can offer. Oh shit, it is against Mio. Okay. Mio strikes twice. After several attacks, the next attack strikes twice with higher damage. Okay. So she's basically just a moving, oh god, I'm not going to remember it. Oh, moving Bybeak. She's basically a moving Bybeak. Does she get injured? She doesn't get injured by the balls. Okay. Yeah, that should be fine. Oh, this guy's on the top. That's a little annoying, actually. Dude, this guy can't do anything. He's just getting endlessly stunned. Send more balls! Send more balls! Or do we want Ray facing up? I think we want Ray facing up, to be honest.
みんなは降りてこないでね
Oh yeah, we can extend our range with that. I remember. I remember.
わかりましたよしとしめ一気白雷製法循環放映
Let's also get Golden Glow going.
少し
Rip.
は骨があるよ
Thankfully, she was free.
所詮そこまでだな矢はもう違ううちがいる方向に敵がいるよもう消える
Oh my god, I didn't even notice this was a blue area. Oh, okay, we're restarting. I didn't even notice there was a blue area down here.
焦
Okay.
る必要はない
I thought it was just the two at the
私
top.
がいる限り何人も近づけはしないからなではまた後ほど
Boom, boom, ba-da-da-da-doom. Ah. Also, I didn't know Ray, when she ulted, she had to load her gun. Did not realize that.
一番過酷な任務を私に任せてくれれば敵の身分には興味がありませんよ
Launch them again.
一番危
Who
険
are we
な
gonna
戦
put
場
over
は
here? Maybe we put him over here. He should be able to hold that, right? Twink, twink, twink. I guess you can't reactivate these if there's already a ball out.
引いてるわ何を求めてくれ
Alright, let's do this. Wondering how strong this guy is.
Check again. It's this little smoke. If we can take him
We could
down,
also do this.
座標確認完了何も問題ないから落ち着いて
More damage, more damage. Who just died? Oh. Thorns, go.
お前に用はない
We're fine, we're fine. Oh, they killed my thing. No. So this makes him stop attacking. Maybe it's strong against this big guy though. Oh my god, yeah. Hoshi's second ability is so strong just on its own. Like, actually crazy strong. Also, can I just say the background music kind of sounds like Vocaloid music, right? It's got some Miku vibes to it. Okay, well, now it doesn't. It changed completely. I think we can actually get rid of these two now. And put more damage here. All the damage! All the damage! Golden Glow, more damage! Okay, Mio got wrecked. Rip. Okay, Golden Glow actually kind of chunks. Is it just disgusting running Golden Glow and Lapland together? I feel like that's just an OP combo. Plus, if you also run U, so all their attacks end up doing elemental damage on top of their other damage as well. That sounds gross. That actually sounds gross. The TV station's in total chaos. Wow. Grandma told me stories about Northern Court Special Forces infiltrating Mitsukue in her youth. I didn't think much of it at the time. Thinking about it now, though, what we're seeing is just a fraction of what could really happen. What do you think about my surprise for Kinbi? I think it might be a little too big. Well, we should focus on our own tasks. Moriuchi-san has already infiltrated the TV station. We need to head to the accession ceremony. That she has to become playable. Has to. Which makes me think they're gonna do another Higashi story after this. Unless she moves somewhere. Okay, yeah, she doesn't have to be in Higashi, I guess. She could move to a different area. There shouldn't be many people there at this time, but you'll need to help out if there's any resistance. Gotcha. All that's left is to do his act. I'll lead the way. Climb up this vent. Mia is the true Jessica Alter. Mia is a Liberi. Which one is true? Maybe she's like maybe she's like Sora and she's just faking it. Maybe she is actually a cat. You never know. You never know. I'm coming. Oh. It's so high. Don't worry. I've got a light. Hold my hand and I'll lead you on. Momoka tries not to look down, but she cannot keep herself from shaking. They're moving through massive formations of steel rebar. The darkness of night hangs above, while it is bright as day underneath their feet. TV station staff, Yakuza, and Ninja form a picture of chaos beneath them. How are you doing, Kichise? All right. Good. You don't come up to this kind of place often. Who does? Are you a deserting ninja or something? No, I got used to this kind of place while hiding from ninjas. Hiding? That's not important. We're here. We've got people down below. Momoka, jump over this gap and follow those pipes down to the stage. You should be able to stay out of their view. That far? I'll try. Momoka clenches her fists, her eyes fixed forward, and kicks the ground hard. The steel structure suddenly starts moving and the platform beneath Momoka's feet begins to vibrate irregularly. Why did it start moving all of a sudden? I think I'm falling. Watch your head. What's going on? Whoa! She fell. We're going down too, Sarasa. Yahoo! She suddenly became Mario, apparently. Are you alright, Momoka? I'm alright. Hanging in there. Get on the stage. I'll get the console. Start once the lights come on. I can't wait for Momoka's show. Whoa. Mio, no. Mio, come to the good side. Join us. Join us. Rhodes Island has lots of benefits. We have a canteen. We have a garden. Actually, we don't have any of that anymore, do we? After recent events. We're building new state-of-the-art facilities. I'm afraid I can't let you do that. Mio-san? Momoka? You've come to stop me, haven't you? Yes. Why? For the Kinseki Kai. I know what you're going to say. That will ruin the Kinseki Kai. Mio-san, Hoshiguma has shown up at the door of the TV station. You should go now, according to Mifune-san's instructions. Hoshiguma showed up for her. But Mifune-san... Oh? Has the rebellion begun? The other one watching me. I know you're there. Go and tell Mifune-san that Hoshiguma will definitely come, and I'll be waiting for her here. Now, Momoka, Kichise-san, and that girl hiding behind the console whose name I do not know. I suggest you stay put until Hoshiguma shows up. Your grievances against Mifune-san and Kinseki Kai are certainly legitimate, but this place is also home to me, and to many others. I can't let you destroy it. She's bluffing, Momoka. The black, ethereal hand suddenly appears in front of Kichise's neck. She instinctively takes a step back and pulls the trigger. The ethereal hand shreds the bead-shaped grenade. The lights go out and the stage darkens, illuminated only by a faint light in the direction of the console. Mio walks towards the light, sword in one hand, Tanto in the other. That's right. I'm here. Come on now. Oh my god, I'm blind. I'm blind. One of the spotlights suddenly turns on, shining straight into Mio's eyes. Then another, and another, and another. Oh my god. Then they all turn off at the same time. Mio's hesitation lasts only an instant. She takes a moment to collect herself, then charges at the console. Bang. A falling spotlight narrowly misses Mio's head. By the time she turns her gaze back to the control console, there is no longer anyone there. While Mio is occupied with the console, Kichisai, Momoka, and Sarasa begin running towards the side stage exit. She locked the door! Let's try another. Click, click, click. They hear the sounds of locks being engaged. The lights above their head turn back on. Mio slowly walks towards the gathered trio. The lights are no longer under your control. Resistance is futile. You think so? Sarasa closes her eyes and raises her lamp-shaped staff. Mio's pace quickens. Suddenly, the tip of the staff emits a blinding light, and the spotlights above the stage turn off again. Not just the spotlights. All the light that remains on the stage is trapped in the liquid bouncing at the tip of the staff. The light's out, Ice Queen. And even the last glimmer of light is utterly consumed. Sarasa? Let me sleep. I'm so tired. What do we do? I can hear Mio-san's footsteps. She's coming. Let's try the other side of the stage. Maybe the door there's still unlocked. No, it's too far. She'll find us. This is where we fell, isn't it? We can go back the way we came. The vents? Kichisai puts Sarasa on her back and was about to move when they hear Mio's voice coming from center stage. Don't bother. I can hear you. What do we do? It's all or nothing. I'll deal with her. Suddenly she hears the sound of knocking behind her. Is it locked? Guess we'll have to do this the hard way. Get out of the way. I'm assuming this is Hoshi. Oh. A massive crash and the locked door swings open, bringing in light from beyond. The next instant, as though answering the call of the light coming in from the door, bright orbs of light float up from Sarasa's staff and go back to where they came from. Yeah. Sarasa. I thought I could get to sleep for a little longer. There'll be no light here as long as I'm still asleep. Sarasa yawns and the spotlights above flicker. Mio does not move from her position, so Sarasa begins walking towards the console. Momoka follows hesitantly, but Mio remains in place. Aren't you going to stop them? No. Your blade is drawn. My duty is not to deal with them. I doubt your minions have what it takes to beat Kichisai and Sarasa. In that case, there's nothing I can do. What about Mifune? I don't care. Our battle has nothing to do with him. Huh? What's she mean? What's she mean? The last TV station's back online, Detective Korito. I hear you. The guys assigned to the fireworks show want to know what to do. The citizens are still uneasy after that scare. Any risk of a stampede or other serious accident? Minimal. The situation's very much within expected parameters. Then the show will go on. Mifune likes excitement. We'll give him excitement. We're getting calls from citizens asking what happened. What do you think? What do you think I think? Tell them we're investigating. Kinseku Station is, of course, responsible for the erroneous announcement of a Northern Court invasion, and we're taking this very seriously. Detective Korito, you have a visitor. Who? Kohai Mifune? Detective Korito. Oh, is this going to be a Diet member? If it wasn't Mifune, I thought it would have been his Diet friend paying a personal visit. Making insinuations will do no favors for your career. Besides, you overestimate your own importance. Should I take that as an admission? I've come to warn you. The police must bear responsibility for the chaos that occurred on Nita Street tonight. We do not wish to see the chaos spread any further. Bear responsibility, eh? Oh dear, I think I just peed my pants. What's your attitude? You still have a chance to settle this matter peacefully. Do I? Pray, enlighten me. Cancel all events scheduled for tonight. Focus your forces on restoring order at Kinseki Station and begin a search for those responsible. Such as? The number one suspect is, I'm sure, Kohai Mifune, considering that it was his station that broadcast that. Your men are not allowed to touch him. Have a nice day. If you refuse to obey orders, you may go once you have signed this resignation. Feel free to discuss any concerns with your supervisor. Wow, I still have a chance to turn back. It's too late for that. Like you said, it's too late for that. The detective reaches out with his foot. He trips the visitor, takes the piece of paper with the name of the detective's supervisor on it, and tears it to pieces. Oh my, I didn't expect you to fool like that. I thought our Diet friend would have a tougher secretary. How dare you? Go tell your boss that the police are here to protect his bloody life, not his bloody money. If he really thinks someone's after his life, he can come personally to the station and file a report, and we'll take it into consideration. Now get lost. Bro literally ate shit. Lol. White sword, black gloves, white hand, black sword, white tanto, black ethereal hand. It is a dizzying exchange of black and white. Contrary to the impression she gives, the Liberi's swordplay is overwhelmingly aggressive, with only attacks, feints, and more attacks, with not the slightest attention paid to defense. The moves of the one-horned Oni, on the other hand, are almost staggeringly basic. Dodge, parry, backstep, sidestep. 12. You just blocked 12 attacks in quick succession. Why don't you fight back? Are you still afraid of your sword? If I was, I wouldn't have left it sheathed to begin with. You, on the other hand, look all polite and cultured, but your moves are pure aggression and ferocity. That's not Kinbi's style. My sword has nothing to do with him. Then why do you give your life for him? Since when have I given my life for him? Stop fooling yourself. Is it gonna end up that she's gonna say, like, I'm doing this all for myself, I want to become leader of the Kinseki Kai, and then I'm gonna topple Mifune? Is this where this is leading? Hoshiguma takes a deliberate look around. Kichisai is sending explosions everywhere with her grenades, while the stage equipment has turned into a giant monster under Saris's control. With Momoko doing an impressive job of not getting caught, the trio is more than holding their own. There is only one last thing to do in their battle plan. The only thing I'm trying to protect is the Kinseki Kai. And Kinbi has to lead it. The Kinseki Kai needs to be a place where the dregs of society can survive, those who have nowhere else to go. And Tessai couldn't give you that? No. You can keep parrying, but you'll eventually show an opening. Oh, did she finally attack? Finally, you're attacking. And she actually has a smile now. This might be the first time we're seeing this girl smile, not gonna lie. All I got was the edge of your clothes. This is blue fire burning around you. Is that your arts? Blue fire? You're right. I didn't notice. Back to the question. What is it that Tessay couldn't give you, but Kinbi can? Tessay could not even protect himself. Hoshiguma thrusts. The attack is simple, but the flames upon the sword force Mio to leap backwards. That's not what I wanted to hear. Your flames are burning even fiercer. Tell me, why couldn't Tessay give you what you wanted? Because Tessay couldn't protect himself. Mitsukue didn't need him, nor did it need a Mio working under Tessay. You? A silent, ragged orphan who only fights tooth and nail when someone steps on her is a subject of scorn. An equally silent, well-dressed assistant who only draws her sword when the company's interests are compromised is the subject of admiration. I thought you came from some noble martial family fallen on hard times. Huh. Tessay wanted to give dregs of society like us a home. And so, he's dead. Mifune knows we don't deserve a home, and so he lives on. Is that how Mitsukue judges the Kinsekikai? Always has. Hoshiguma is almost completely engulfed in the azure flame. The Liberi wonders if the flame will consume the Oni before it consumes her. You are angry. Were you angry like this too, 20 years ago? Does that matter? Mifune-san wants you to lose your reason, as you did 20 years ago. He believes it will turn you into a crazed beast, one that everyone will be eager to put down. You know this is what he wants, and so you suppress yourself, which is why you didn't draw your sword the last time. Are you inviting me to give in to anger, complete the mission your master assigned? It's not what I want, but I would have no issue with it. It would be a shame, that's all. Why? A perfect opponent who could never stand before me in perfect condition, forced to either suppress herself or lose control entirely. But that's all. Take this. Mio once again prepares to attack. 3 hands, 3 swords, a posture seemingly without form or order, but ready to pounce on any weakness. Catch! Who's there? This is crazy heavy. You know how hard it is to get it out of Kimbi's room, even with all that chaos at the TV station. Catch! Moriuchi swings his entire body to throw Hanya in the direction of the standoff. Mio's ethereal hand is the first to catch Hanya's handle, but Hoshiguma leaps and spins 180 degrees like she's dancing, forcing the ethereal hand to loosen its grip, allowing her to take Hanya's handle. Suppress or lose control? It won't happen, with or without Hanya. Hoshiguma tightens her grip around the ribbon on her sword. Hanya's an old friend after all. Maybe you had a chance just now, but not any longer. Oh, we're gonna get badass CG. Ooh. Zoom out, zoom out. Rage. The rage that seemed compressed around Hoshiguma now spreads outwards, burning on her arms, her shield, and her sword. Hoshiguma takes a step forward, and the flames of rage almost catch on the hem of Mio's clothing. Oh, good. It's good enough for me to know that you won't lose control. Hoshiguma faces off against black and white, hands human and not, swords long and short. The Liberi shows no fear. The edges of her mouth angle ever so slightly upwards. Any last words? Be kind to the Kinsekikai. Be kind to Momoka. My conscience is clear of all other matters except her. Now remember. What about Kimbi? Any last words about him you want to say? Him? Is there any need to talk about him here and now? Good point. Hoshiguma shifts her posture to one that makes it easy to unleash her power. The blue flames continue to burn intermittently around her. The face of Hanya glares with wide open eyes on the face of the shield. The edge of the sword seems ready to seep blue blood. Huh. Is this Hanya? Yes, this is Hanya. Your swords are worthy of you. They took the full brunt of Hanya and survived. You can pick them up, then we'll continue. There's no need. You've made your strength clear. There's no point in trying to fight you anymore. I must prepare. For what? For the aftermath. For the Kinseki Kai without Mifune-san. I actually think she was playing both sides. I reckon she was playing both sides to see who would win. She was definitely placing bets, like playing, yeah. She was like, well, let's see. If Mifune-san wins and Hoshiguma doesn't turn up, I guess I'll become the leader of the Kinseki Kai. But if Hoshiguma does turn up and does beat the shit out of me and goes on to beat the shit out of Mifune-san, well, I guess I'll just let that happen. I'm still going to be the leader of the Kinseki Kai after that, so who cares? How's things on Momoko's side, Maruchi? Are they ready? Just waiting for you to finish fighting. Sarasa? Aye, aye, sir. Momoka? Momoka stands in the middle of the stage with the spotlight on her. Kichisai has done her best to clear a space, though there are still a few Yakuza lying on the ground near her. I'm ready to begin. All right then. Kinseki Station's biggest program of the night begins now. Alright, we go on to the final boss fight. I'm assuming if it ends at a flowing river. Interesting layout. Okay. So all the fighting things are on the side? Huh. Why would they do that? Okay, there's stairs here, stairs here. So that's how most of the enemies, I think, are going to spawn in. There's also this one up here. Okay. And there's only one home base, right? Yes, there's only one home base. Good, 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 good. So this is an Elite 2, so we are going to have to get rid of some of our people. Rose Salt, you're gone. Let's bring in Amir. You know what? Yeah, we'll use her second skill. Let's get rid of Lizzie and bring in... Do we just bring... Oh no, let's bring in Logos. Akafuyu, let's get rid of her and bring in... Pepe, always bringing in the cat. Who do we bring in for Thorns? I need someone with a little bit of range. Someone with a bit of range. Let's bring in Shibai. Wait, what skill is she on? Let's switch you to that one. Warmy, let's not go Warmy. Let's go Blaze. Cantabile, let's go Vulpus. We'll keep Hoshi, because I think Hoshi's actually going to be able to hold. I think she's going to be able to hold, because she's just sick. Alright. Probably should get rid of Matsukuri as well. What do we need? What do we need? Maybe another ranged? Maybe Pazemka. Yeah, let's bring Pazemka for the crossbow that we can put anywhere. Alright, Mifune. Everyone has abandoned you, essentially. Bring it. Yes, it's me. I just came back from our diet friend's place. Where is Hoshiguma? The venue. What about Mio? Has she dealt with them? No, she left. That traitor. What about the network? Did you record what's going on inside? What about Hoshiguma? Damn it. Get the editors on it now and make the footage of her fight with Mio look like she's completely lost control. What do you mean there's no time? Hacking? Hijacked network? Can't deal with it. What good are you? Cut the signal if you can't deal with it. The power supply too. The only thing left to air tonight is the apology. Who cares if the signal goes out? We can't have someone babbling on my channel. Hello? Hello? Chicka-shock. Lost the signal. You idiot. You demand I come and give a personal explanation that just gives my enemies a chance to strike. Everything's gone to hell while I was humoring that bastard. Even Hanya is gone. Calm down. Clean up the mess and start over. It'll be alright. It's not the first time. First, go to the venue and stop those insects. The diet has given the nod on Hoshiguma. All that's left is to clean up public opinion. Came to cause trouble with your dear Hoshiguma, Anarchy, have you? Hoshiguma? Oh my goodness. Should I compliment you for your bravery or your adorable stupidity? Look at how beat up you are. Seems like my men were still playing with you, not knowing that you no longer had any use. Who did you grab this real sword from? Tell me, and I'll return it to him before he gets angry. Kimby. You. Me. I don't have time to play with you, Tetsuya. Your father may have taught you the basics of swordsmanship when you were little, but you have a long, long way to go before you're ready to use it in a real fight. A father and son who got turned against each other by a mask. How much do you think you actually understood about the swordplay that he taught you? Turned against? Yes. Turned against each other. I've said all I needed to say. Now get lost before I change my mind and reunite you with Tesse. You're the one who should be reunited with my father. Oh boy, he's gonna get himself killed, isn't he? Oh boy. Deep breath. I know, countless people are watching me. I must tell them the truth. But does it mean anything? They love Momoka Hanyu. They love to watch her panic at all the kaiden that seem to orbit around her. They love to watch me get scared, not speak the truth, and certainly not the real me. Yes, I'm afraid of even that. I'm a coward. Being afraid is the biggest common denominator between Haruka Shino and Momoka Hanyu. Hello everyone. Good evening. I'm Momoka Hanyu, the girl who's so afraid of kaiden, but who just couldn't seem to get away from them. I'm sorry for disturbing you all, after that big accident that just occurred on air. Momochi? Didn't she go missing? How did she suddenly pop up like that? Was that emergency broadcast really a kaiden? Is she caught in the middle of a kaiden and looking for help from us? As you can see, I'm standing here before you. Strange things seem to happen to me all the time. That's how kaiden are. They appear without warning and disappear the same. But what if I told you that all the kaiden were fake from the very beginning? Momoka? Kinseki Channel's really throwing money into her, pulling that disappearing act. What's the kaiden this time? She said they're fake. What? Is she out of her mind? Does she think we're all stupid? Aren't Kaiden all around us all the time? That's what she said. Don't ask me, watch her yourself. What if I told you that, with the exception of a handful of Kaiden associated with the Kami, all the shows that I've been on, all the Kaiden that I experienced, all of them were fabricated? I am not talking about hypotheticals. I'm talking about true lies. Kinseki Station and the Kinseki Talent Agency deceived you, and I unknowingly became their accomplice. I'm sorry. I won't make any excuses for deceiving you. I'll accept your criticism. I told you, no TV tonight. My classmate told me they're airing something really amazing. Look, the Kaiden lady spills the beans on the fake Kaiden. I've been a part of countless lies. For example, the original Kaiden, the family home of the Ao-Oni of the Kinseki Kai in Kajimachi that killed its residents. It was no paranormal activity, just actual murder. I now accuse Kohai Mifune, president of Kinseki Channel and the Kinseki Talent Agency, and the de facto leader of the Kinseki Kai Yakuza Syndicate, of being the mastermind behind all this. Without any evidence, he suspected me of being in league with his political opponent Tese, and plotted to infect me with oropathy when I knew nothing of any of it. The Ao-Oni of Kinseki Kai was exiled from Mitsukue after taking the fall for his crimes many years ago. She was framed for my kidnapping when in fact she had saved my life. When I accidentally stumbled upon the truth behind the Kaiden, he wanted to silence me, spreading rumors that I was retiring. Detective Kurito. Upstairs, it's absolutely fuming. This is the 8th time they're ordering us to cut the signal. What do we do with the last 7 orders? Nothing. You've got it. I know you've been unhappy about me saying that things will get better. I stopped believing it myself at some point. Whatever happens tonight is on me. Let there be one night when the police don't have to grovel to anyone. It's my parting gift to you. This is what I needed to tell you tonight. Next, there's something else I want to tell you. About myself. I know a lot of people think I'm overacting in the shows. You think I'm being dramatic on purpose. But what I want to tell you is that fear has been a constant in Momoko Hanyu's entire life. Partly it's because I was told too many horror stories when I was little, but the more important reason is that I grew up in Gokawa, the city infamous for its polluted water. There, fear is not about serial killers roaming the streets at night, unicycles that bring misfortune, or elevators to hell. It is about watching your loved ones becoming bedridden all of a sudden, falling while walking on flat ground and losing the feeling in their hands. It all happens so naturally, so gradually, and it's too late by the time you realize it. We got the idol pose. I was one of the lucky ones. I came to Mitsukue to be bathed in people's attention, be it adoring, judging, or scornful. My fear was no longer about pain, illness, and death. It was about viewer ratings, losing fans, pressure from the agency, and fabricated Kaiden. It seems such a luxury to fear those things, now that my life is once again under threat. Isn't it a sort of happiness to be afraid of Kaiden? We don't need to face true danger. We lie in our beds screaming at stories we don't know if they're true, and satisfy ourselves with the sensation of our nerves tightening and relaxing again. But I'm afraid I can never enjoy it the same way again. This luxury was lost to me forever when I learned that the Kaiden that used to scare me were lies, manifestations of greed, murders, and cover-ups. From this day forth, Kaiden shall no longer be part of Momoka Hanyu's life. I hereby announce that I'm leaving the Kinseki Talent Agency and disassociating myself from all Kinseki Kai affiliates. I assume he's watching all this, yeah. Or maybe he's not. Tetsuya is lying on the ground next to Mifune, wounded but alive. It is not that the figure intended to spare him. Indeed, Mifune wanted to put an end to this quickly many times, only to be forced back by the suicidal attacks of the young Oni, who seemed to be intentionally aiming himself at the tip of Mifune's sword, just to find a chance to take Mifune down with him. Momoka's speech coming through the screen beside him only served as a further distraction, and his trembling hands repeatedly missed their mark. Even as Mifune changed his goal from killing to incapacitation, and then to simply shaking off his maniac in order to deal with the fallout, Tetsuya kept getting up from the ground in spite of all his injuries. Meanwhile, Momoka's speech is drawing to a close. I will continue to walk the performer's path as long as I live. I want to bring hope to others and tell those plagued by fear that there is someone who is just once like them, someone who knows how you feel. She will sing your story, act your story. She will do all she can so that your voices will not fade into darkness. Momoka wipes away a drop of sweat from her brow. I was expecting that to be a tear. Wow, I really said a lot, didn't I? You know, I'm starting to get cold feet now after having said all that. I'm really timid after all. Maybe the Kaiden aren't the only lies in our lives. Maybe there are countless more lies like theirs, and the prosperity that we enjoy is built upon those lies. What is this bitch babbling about? She doesn't know what everything is built upon faith. She doesn't know that if panic spreads. But this is our life, and it will continue until the end arrives, if it arrives. Even if it is built upon lies, upon bubbles that might shatter tomorrow, it's still our life. A life that I have to learn to love. Besides, even if a life like this is destined to disappear someday, it's beautiful, isn't it? An instant of beauty will be the warmth that stays with us through the cold night, even after everything else falls apart, as long as we keep it in our hearts. That's all I want to say. This has been Momoka Hanyu, and I apologize for taking up your valuable time. Perhaps... no. We will meet again. There is no longer any possibility of turning the tables. The figure stares blankly at the figure on the screen. I'm not sure if I want Hoshiguma to kill him or for him to just be taken by the authorities. If he gets taken by the authorities, he can still like get away with it, right? Because he's got friends in high places. So I kind of actually do want Hoshi to like kill him. Get that revenge. Believe. Oh, you got up again. Shall we continue? The bitch is done babbling. You can try to take revenge for your pop now, again. The young Oni sets his unsteady feet. The figure has collected himself and identifies an opening that will let him put his sword right through the ribs of the Oni when he makes his move. But the Oni does not move. Are you scared? No. But even a fool like me can tell that you're finished. Tetsuya turns around. Mifune's face is ghastly pale, but he does not make a move. I'm showing my back to you. Aren't you going to kill me? I'm not in the mood. There are plenty of other people I want to kill first. I'll come find you when they're all dead. Oh, and one more thing. Mifune stares at Tetsuya's back. Suddenly, he blurts out a sentence that even he himself is unsure why he says it. The words that I said to your father, they were actually for you. Tetsuya cannot tell if these words are meant to provoke or to accomplish something else. He turns and casts one glare at Mifune with bloodshot eyes, before leaving with unsteady steps. Phew. Did she just collapse? Uh-oh. Everything feels so surreal, like a dream. After finishing her speech, she fainted on stage out of excitement. Everything that happened next was like a blur. In any case, Hoshiguma went upstairs, while Moriuchi, Kichisai, and Sarasa took her downstairs. She seems to remember fighting and explosions, but it all felt so far away. Oh. Where are we? Kichisai? Moriuchi-san? Sarasa? Why is Sarasa on the ground? She's asleep. She fell asleep in the TV station too. Does she get tired easy? No time for this. It's my turn to carry her now. Where are you, Momoka? Where's Sarasa? Did you get lost in the alleys? Oh, tricks. Trixie. Gotcha. But wait, where is Kichisai? Oh, Sarasa was on the ground. I got her. On my own. I might get promoted for this. Good thing I had duct tape on me. She's a singer. Who knows how loud she can get when she hollers. I dreamed about ninjutsu items before I became a ninja, but it's only the veterans who get to use the good stuff, while all I have is trash. Gotta report this upstairs. I forgot I discharged my terminal so I could enjoy an afternoon of peace and quiet in one of the coffee shops in the alleys. Then this girl just falls into my hands like that. It's definitely my lucky day. Where's my Originium Circuit Hirogen? The ninja takes out the Originium Circuit Hirogen, a spherical Originium appliance with a long wire attached to it, which he connects to the depleted terminal. It's charging so slowly. Hey, how about I pull that tape off your mouth and you sing a song or two for me? Well, it's not like I would do it even if you nodded. Did you know? We were looking for you everywhere after you ran away on that motorbike that night. I was the one who searched your house. Oh, he's the one that killed the plant. Uh-oh, revenge time. Let's go. Boy, was that a crappy place. Big idol like you, I thought you'd be living in a mansion or something. But you didn't have anything worth shit. What's with the collection of garbage by your window anyway? Some kind of weird obsession? Say that again. The tape came loose. I thought I put it on right. Who cares, just a frail little idol. I tell you, not only did I have to check all that weird garbage you had by the window one by one, I also trimmed that dying plant for you. You cut Husky? Husky? Oh, that tree sprout was barely even a weed. Yeah, I did it. What about it? How did you even take care of it? I have no idea because its leaves were all yellow and brittle. No way it was going to live. So I put it out of its misery. It was a kindness. I've grown flowers before and it takes patience and endless love and care. You understand? Someone like you. Oh. Hey. How did you get up? What kind of crappy duct tape was that? I see, you must know some sort of arts. You're Iger, so I guess it's about water. That's it, of course. No wonder the tape came loose. But didn't the vets say that only the infected could use arts without a unit? That's weird. You couldn't have broken the tape with brute force, could you? Nah, of course not. I doubt you've ever lifted anything heavier than an apple. Must be arts, definitely. So what? What are you gonna do, spray water in my face? Goldeen used splash. Oh, sorry, Magikarp used splash. The novice ninja taunts Momoka, but he keeps his gaze fixed on her eyes. A cornered beast will fight back, and the same is true for the girl in front of him. What kind of arts will she use? Mist? A high-pressure jet? Acid spray, even. He must not let his guard down. Wait, no way. Is this not just all Pokemon references at this point? Mist, a Pokemon ability. High pressure jet. Okay, it's not called that, but it's called hydro pump, right? And then acid spray. Acid spray is an actual one as well. He must not let his guard down just because he is facing an idol with no combat experience. It is unlikely that her arts would be particularly powerful, and there would be little movement from her microphone-shaped arts unit that she casts. Well, when she casts. Better to stay focused on her eyes. Her eyes will betray all that she is thinking. For example, murderous intent. Foolish girl, not knowing her place. But that is all. Observe her eyes and analyze her intent, be it the timing of casting, direction, or... Why is there no intent other than murder? Before he can react, the ninja feels a dull thud on his head. What? You hit me on the head with your mic. What kind of arts is... Murderer! Beast! Heartless devil! This is for Husky! Wait, calm down! No, I will not! It wasn't dead yet, how could you? How could you cut my Husky? Momoko babbles her incoherent, vengeful fury, a far cry from the image that she presented on stage just moments ago. Her microphone finds the ninja again and again, striking with a fury that even hell does not know. Stop! Stop! No! I will kill you, you bastard! I'll beat this heartless monster to death! Lol. The fish. The fish can be dangerous. Beware fish. Momoko? What are you doing? I'm killing the bastard who killed my Husky. I'll rip him limb from limb. So you're fine. I'm fine. I'm very fine. I'm gonna beat this asshole into a pulp. Momoko, calm down. He's not worth it. We gotta get out of here. The rain of blows finally comes to an end as footsteps fade into the distance. That other voice must have belonged to Kichisai, the one who was with Momoko. Yes, it was Kichisai who took Momoko away. It must be her. Thank you, Kichisai. You're my lucky star. The novice ninja gives Kichisai his most sincere gratitude before passing out. Not that he is in any condition to verbalize it. Damn. Get wrecked. Here we go, the final showdown. I've been waiting for you. No one can stop you, even after all these years. Quit posturing. Your men have already scattered. I strolled right on in here. What business does the Ao-Oni of Kinsekikai have with a man who's already finished? If you came to take revenge for yourself and Tese, all you need to do is draw your sword. Hoshiguma shakes her head. Your crimes have been exposed on your own TV station. Your diet member upstairs won't help you now, no matter how much bribe money he got from you. How he may try to cover up his ill-gotten gains is none of my business. It's enough for me that justice will be served for the people you actually killed. You almost sound like a cop. Yeah. I've been working for the Lungmen police force. Are you serious? Yes, I am. I want to laugh, but I'm not quite in the mood tonight. And I thought the LGD was just a gimmick. I only came to do what I should have done when I took that step 20 years ago. I came to cut my last ties to Higashi. And how do you tend to do that? You can't cut yourself off from your past. Karma and fate will always follow you. You could put them in chains, lock them in boxes, but they'll escape when you're least prepared and tear everything into pieces. The only thing you can cut is my throat, and it would be nothing more than a formality if you did so. Nothing more than venting your anger. Yeah, A formality. There's nothing I want from you or Mitsuke. All I want is a formality. A letter of excommunication. Tell all of Mitsukue that Hoshiguma no longer has anything to do with Mitsukue, the Kinseki Kai, or the Aooni Kaiden. The tall figure blinks, then begins laughing wryly. I see Lungman has indeed turned you into a cop, through and through. But I refuse. We have a better way of disassociating someone. Cross swords with me. Rebel against the Oyaban of the Kinseki Kai, and there will be no room left for the Kinseki Kai to treat you as one of us, no matter which one of us falls. Do we really have to do this? This is the true meaning of finishing unfinished business from 20 years ago. It's just... Mifune casts a glance around his office. I rather like this place, and it would be a shame if a mess was made of it. Let's go somewhere else. Let's fight somewhere empty. Where? Kajimachi. You've razed it to the ground. Our memories remain, don't they? You're one twisted bastard. Let's go. Maybe we'll even catch the end of the fireworks show. Alright, sword fight under fireworks. Let's go. Oh, here we go. Alright, what does he do? What is this boss's ability? Dare. Okay, so let's start these off immediately. Let's do this. So you can be back a bit. Then we can put the tank in front. We'll see if this is a bad decision. It looks like the boss is gonna spawn from here. He does 2 circles. I should get some early damage on him. What's that? 16 to get her ad out. Oh no, they're gonna spin. No! Okay, these spinning guys are actually the worst. I'm gonna do this because these guys kind of scare me. They're gonna do a lot of damage if they get there. Nice, nice. Handled. Now this guy gets blown up by Pazemka. Perfect. Is it even worth me tanking these? I guess we could put Pepe over here. It just gives us a free unit, right? I'm not sure that's quite worth it. Also, why are these ones not dying as quickly as these ones did? What's up with that? You know what? I'm gonna take her back and I'm gonna put Pepe here. Oh, that's why. When you do this, you start spamming balls. Okay. Oh, and now they're... Wait, where are they even gonna go? Are they just gonna fall into the hole? Oh, maybe not. Maybe not. Let's delete. Can they hit range? No, I don't think they can. Good. Okay, does this guy have a second phase? I am curious. Reload, Ray, reload! That animation of her reloading is actually super cute. Wait, what is this? What is Zahn? Who's this from? Whoa, what the? Oh, that kills friendlies? Oops. Wait, Mio? Wait, Mio, no, fight with me, Mio. Fight with me. We're friendly. Oh no, Hoshi's about to die. Oh, Hoshi survived. That's actually godly, let's go. I don't know where to put this. Oh, does she take damage now? She does not, Sag. Wait, can we do this? Okay, so that does do damage to them. Got it. Boop, 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 boop. Oh, damn it. Zemka just went down. That's okay, that's okay. Let's get her bound. Oh, he's doing another lap. I thought he was on his final lap. Okay, we might actually be fine. If I drop it there, that actually works quite nicely. And Blaze doesn't get downed because she goes into her shield mode. Very nice, very nice. Oh look, we can get both of them here. Nice. I'm not even sure what Mio is doing at the moment. Is she about... Oh, she's about to join back up. Okay. I'm gonna move Pepe. I don't think we need her there anymore. Oh no! Oh my god, that was so stupid. I didn't realize. Believe, 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 believe. Big damage, big damage. Don't let Mio hit. Okay, Mio's not doing huge amounts of damage. Oh, she eventually does though, doesn't she? Uh-oh. Oh, but Hoshi's ability comes out and wrecks face. Chung, 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 chung. Oh, the damage. This guy's still kind of... He's still got quite a bit of health. Still got quite a bit of health. Oh, he jumps? That's not fair. Hold on. Oh, and he kills. Uh-oh. Well, we're going to have to redo this. That's unfortunate. Damn, he even had Golden Glow's thing on him pretty much that whole time. That's unfortunate. Well, we're going to be redoing that, and now we know we need to dump way more damage into him. Actually, not way more. He was almost dead. He was almost dead. No, Madam Oni. I can't let you go any further. I have to save him. Madam Oni. There's no time. I'll only say once more, get out of my way. Are you really Madam Oni? Is there any humanity left in you? Why? Why wouldn't I be Madam Oni? Shuji is dead. You killed him. Shuji? You're not Madam Oni anymore. You're just an Oni. A vicious Oni. Even You would kill the brother you drank at the same table with, and you wouldn't even hesitate, as long as we're in your way. Will you kill me too, vicious Oni? Out of the way, Kotaro. I can't turn back. I must stop Kinbi no matter what. Vicious Oni! She instinctively raises her sword, pointing it in front of her. The man charges towards her, but the sword goes through his chest, as though he has intentionally impaled himself upon it. Did he do it on purpose? Or did she parry his blade? Then... Vicious Oni, go to hell. Vicious Oni. Am I a vicious Oni? Oni. Oh, damn. Blood fills her eyes, blinding her. She'll cut down anyone who charges at her. She'll strike back at any weapon that strikes at her. More cries, the sound of weapons cutting through the night, discombobulated sounds that blend into a single lump in her chest, beating with her heart, pulsing, until it fully synchronizes with her heartbeat, drowning out all other sounds. In the bloody haze, the vicious Oni keeps walking and killing, leaving behind a trail of blood and bodies, until she reaches the run-down shack and kicks the door open. There is no sound there. The vicious Oni stands at the door, cocking her head as though she is listening for some kind of sound coming from hell that humans cannot hear, until she hears a trembling voice. Dead? Who's dead? The diet candidate is dead. The diet candidate is dead. The cries fade, the sound of weapons cutting through air fades, the sound of heartbeats fades. All the sounds grow distant and fade. Only the voices from hell echo by her ear, clearer than ever. Oni. Vicious Oni. Go to hell. So technically it seems she didn't kill that guy. He kind of just suicided. He committed Sudoku on her blade. This place. I picked this empty lot by the riverbank rather than those ruins along the way, so you won't be distracted by the memories. No need to thank me. Good timing too. The fireworks show isn't over yet. What? Getting cold feet now? No. I just wanted to clear up everything before we started fighting. What else isn't clear? Only one thing. Where did your hatred come from? I ran into Tetsuya at the TV station and heard from him what happened when Uncle Tessei died. You didn't have to be so cruel. I don't know how he treated you all these years, but he must not have been seen as your adversary if you got as far as to turn him into a figurehead. Besides, I didn't think I did you any wrong. When I came back to Mitsukue, all I wanted was to make sure that my sacrifice wasn't meaningless. Sacrifice? That's why you make me sick, you and Tessai. You're a fool, and he's an even bigger fool. Even if you really did accidentally kill the candidate, did you think he wouldn't know to frame me for it? Since I was there too. He favored you, so I kept waiting for the day when he would make me take responsibility for the murder. It would have been the best result. He would protect his favorite while eliminating a subordinate who had been going over his head. As for that little thing about killing one's brothers, what does it matter? Who would be foolish enough to speak up, with Hanya in your hand and his support behind you? But he chose to cut ties with his favorite, choosing honor over family. How sickening. Did he really not know that the Oyuban of the Kinseki Kai was the furthest thing from honor? Or did he just pretend not to know? Honor is a personal thing. When a group of people start acting in the name of honor, they'll either fall apart, or they'll just dregs of society fooling themselves. Tessei always liked to boast, talking about how Yakuza were pathetic outcasts that could only live under the protection of the syndicate. Retired veterans, hoodlums, gamblers, peddlers, orphans. Tessei united them under the banner of Kinsekikai, hoping they would love each other like family. Forget everything before that night for a moment and let's just talk about what happened after the Diet candidate's death. Shimasu tried to blackmail me, Goda tried to undermine me, and Sanoguchi tried to exclude me as he once excluded you. Family? Nothing more than old Tessei's pipe dream. Besides, it is anything more than just an excuse for one's failure to fit into society. What do you say, Officer Hoshiguma? If what he said was true, then what are you, and what am I? If this is your idea of fitting into society, I'm glad I was the one who took responsibility. Finally, you're making sense, Officer Hoshigumi. You have no idea how lucky you are. You took responsibility and left. I chose silence and stayed, cleaning up the mess that you and Tessei left behind. Are the public up in arms about the Yakuza killing a Diet candidate? Then spend money, build into industries, and tread on your own dignity to butter up real Diet members. Getting hit by TV reporters. Build your own media through crystalline industry and change the image of the Yakuza. People starting to have designs on your burgeoning industry. Set your pride aside and cling to the people who have the most use of you. Run into someone that you cannot soothe over. Then there's no choice. Eliminate them. And you're complaining about it. Didn't you choose it yourself? Yes, I chose it. I let my own weaknesses shut my own mouth that night. You chose the twisted path of shame and guilty conscience. Guilty conscience? Don't make me laugh, Officer Hoshiguma. The path I chose showed just how incompetent Tessei was, how hypocritical his honor was, and how close his Kinsekikai was to destruction. He was an incompetent, blind shogi player who began to abandon piece after piece for his precious Kinsekikai, as changing times threatened to checkmate it. Your incident was just the beginning. The concept of Diet had just emerged, and he had already abandoned you. When the relationship between North and South was at its most delicate, he was foolish enough to buy weapons from Northern Court factions, just to destroy a gang that was acting out of line in his eyes, one that had better weapons than the Kinsekikai. He didn't even have that much of a grudge against them, other than the fact that they had once harbored the wandering, vicious Oni who killed his family. Ostensibly, he was taking revenge for his wife and son, and look what came of it. He abandoned Tetsuya's mother and turned Tetsuya against him. As for me, how many times would he have abandoned me? But for the fact that this lieutenant of his never believed in his honor, or this lieutenant of his never believed in this honor of his for even a moment. Still stumbling over it. I was proven right time and again. He's no more than a pawn who thinks himself a king, charging blindly into the fray. Did he think promotion awaited? No, everyone else, friend or foe, was walking in the opposite direction. There is nothing but a dead end waiting for him at the end of the road. To hold back the tide for that fool, clean up his mess, all the while getting walked all over by him. I would rather you had killed me in your madness that night. Happy now? Is that enough reason for you to bring your sword or shield to bear? I only have one question. Are you putting on an act? An act? I agree that he could have reinforced his position by putting the blame on you. I can understand why you say that the Oyuban of the Kinsekikai is the furthest from honor. I believe you when you say you stemmed the tide of Kinsekikai's destruction, and that you are angry at Uncle Tessei for being in the way. Then what do you want to say? I just don't know what to think anymore. It was you who brought me back to Kazumachi. It was you who tried to make me lose my reason and eliminate me once and for all. It was you who earned Tetsuya's fervent loyalty. It was you who made him witness his own father's death at your hands. It was you who cut off your own finger in front of Uncle Tesse. It was you who cursed his incompetence even onto his death. Your analysis was very clear, very rational. I fully understand what you were saying and how you got to this point. But the clearer and more rational it is, the less I could believe it. Is this really you? Or is this all one final act of madness, written and directed by yourself, so that I would believe that this is the kind of person you are? Uncle Tesse said you were faking it when you cut off your little finger the day at Kazumachi. I didn't believe it. But now I really want to know. How many fingers are there under your left glove? The fiddier freezes. He stares into Hoshiguma's eyes as though waiting for her to avert her gaze. Realizing that it is pointless, he snorts and displays his left hand in front of him before slowly removing his glove. A little finger made of machinery rather than flesh and blood trembles where the pinky should be. I want to tell you that little finger I cut off had been with me for decades. You wouldn't believe it, would you? Very good, very good. Of all the things you said, there's one that has a little bit of value. Honor is a personal thing. Are you done? Yeah. If you've got any men hiding out here, now would be a good time to holler for them. There's only me. No one in hiding, no traps, no tricks. Is the life of a media mogul, a politician's favorite, the Oyuban of Kinseki Kai something to be taken so lightly? Mogul? Not for long. Politician? You made sure to put an end to that personally. Oyuban of the Kinseki Kai. Remind me who crashed the accession ceremony again. If you think I've been acting, congratulations. Because I'm tired of it. I'm just a Yakuza. A Yakuza backed into a corner. If that's the only death I can have, then I would have a clean death. A beautiful death. Even if everything you've done up to this point was one big pile of dishonor. I'm not talking about honor. That rusty piece of trash floating around your and Tesse's heads. I'm talking about beauty. What's about to happen may not compare to making a son watch his father die for him, but you cannot deny. There's a beauty to a duel by the riverside, under the fireworks, the blood spilling on the banks, perhaps even a head flying into the air. Don't worry, Hoshiguma. In the event that I'm not the one who dies, I'll admit that you wrote a beautiful ending for yourself as a Yakuza. I don't need it. I'm fighting you for one reason. To cut my last ties with you, with the Kinseki Kai, with Mitsukue and with Higashi. Suit yourself. But how should I sing the song of your death, in the event that it happens? Who did I kill? An Oni? An Oni. An Oni who has lost her home forever. What? Mifune says no more. He pulls his long sword, which seems far too long for most men, but just right for him. The blade is sharp as snow, but hidden in the night, as summer frost that should not be, that could fade away any moment. I had thought, Hoshiguma, that pompousness that had filled his voice up to this point is completely gone. When we were young, Tesse took us to watch the snow here by this very riverside. I remember. He said, don't look down on yourself just because you're a Yakuza. He said, we're descendants of warriors. He said, generations after generations of samurai since Shigeki Kazu, Onishiobu, have given their lives for loyalty and righteousness, and we are their legacy. He said that even without noble status, without power, without a liege to serve, even without the bloodline of warriors, loyalty and righteousness never die. The warrior's spirit never dies. Jinji, Nikkyo, honor in all its names. The warrior's spirit lives on, even if it has fallen on hard times, even if it has become distorted, even if it has taken on many different names, even if no bonds of blood tie us. He was spewing nonsense, wasn't he? It was all an act, wasn't it? Mifune stares straight into Hoshiguma's eyes. You don't know the answer. There's only one thing that I know. Someone you hated so much would never put on an act for you. Sure enough. You trusted him and I trust you. I believe you when you say that Tessei didn't lie to me. I believe that we're the last descendants of warriors here in Nanin Enzai, Mitsukue or Yashiro. As for the true blue-blooded warriors whose emblems are passed on from generation to generation, I suppose they're all speculating in real estate right now. Kinby sneers. Opposite him, the blue flames of rage burn brightly around Hoshiguma. No longer does it burn for Kinby, but bright it burns, almost burning through the brightly suffocating night of Mitsukue. Oh. And then, in the blink of an eye, it is over. The two stand with their backs towards each other, having swapped places in the exchange. Hoshiguma returns her sword to its sheath. Kinby's figure drops lower and lower, until he falls to the ground, no longer able to stand. Rip, bozo. Get out of here. You're not injured at all. I have a slight cut on my face. What about me? I can feel myself bleeding, Hoshiguma, but I don't want to look. Tell me, how much time do I have left? I don't know. I think there'll be someone here soon after I leave. I think you'll live a pretty long time. Why didn't you kill me? You and I, we have nothing to do with each other anymore. There will be other people to judge you for Uncle Tessei and Momoka. After all these years, at the end of it all, you won. No, I lost. Completely. You hate the way of this city so very much. I just don't recognize it anymore. It's no longer my home, that's all. Sayonara. We won't meet again. Hoshiguma turns and walks towards the ruins of Kajimachi. Lying on the ground, Kinby casts his eyes towards the other side of the river as he feels the cold of his own blood leaving his body. The noise and commotion look down coldly on the empty shores on this side, which will soon become much shinier and brighter. The one-horned Oni walks past the ruins of old buildings, past the indifferent bustle of the entertainment district, past the foe who had crossed swords with her a moment ago, and into the glaring dark night. A cool breeze blows from behind, bringing fresh liberation and sounds that do not belong to the present. Going to the summer fair with her father, and the unscrupulous yatai owner giving her a net made out of the finest or the flimsiest paper for scooping fins. That summer night after her father's passing, she licked the apple candy Tessei gave her that did not seem right for her age. The throwing rings that seemed too juvenile for her, but which could never seem to hit their mark, as though they were imbued with some sort of arts. going to the shooting stall with a holy city of Laterano sign that only had cheap stuff, after getting drunk with her Kinsekikai brothers. She takes one step after another towards these scenes of Higashini's summer nights. But they are ghosts of the past, brushing by her, fading into the distance like the one she has defeated. And the fireworks. Yes, the fireworks of Higashi's summer nights, which she may never have a chance to see again. Oh. So you didn't see any of the fireworks at all? Basically. What? You missed the entire fireworks show? Yeah. That's such a shame. Well... They're gonna create their own. At least you'll see this. I couldn't find any fireworks that nice. All I found on Nita Street was small stuff like this. Don't be sad, okay? Why would I be sad? I'm so relieved to hear that. A surprise encounter with someone wearing a surprising smile on her face and carrying a surprising gift. Hoshiguma feels tears coming to her eyes. The tiny fireworks in front of her seem brighter than the rest of the city combined. It's beautiful. Fleeting, but beautiful. Where are the others? Kichisai, Sarasa, Mariuchi, and Tetsuya. Kichisai and Mariuchi-san are being questioned by that tired-looking cop. They should be coming out soon. Sarasa suddenly fell asleep one block before we ran into the cops. She told us just to leave her there. By the time I talked to the cops and went back for her, she was nowhere to be seen. As for Tetsuya, I have no idea. No. We should also let the police know that Kimby is still lying on the riverbank, and someone should go and get him. They're already headed over. There you are. What are you doing? Hosting your own fireworks show? Looks like it. We have someone here who missed the entire thing after all. Gotta make it up somehow, right? It's the good doggo. This is... Kami-sama. What's the matter, Hoshiguma? Did something happen? No, nothing. Just imagining things. It seems that the Kami smiled at her, or perhaps it has always been smiling. The figure begins to fade and the firework that Momoka is holding is close to going out. The last sparks fade into the darkness. Oh, I completed a golden glow thing. Okay. Oh, there we go. She's done. She's done with Higashi. She's over it. She's going to Lungman and she's never coming back. Alright, before we complete this final thing, we need to actually do this fight. We need to win this fight. Easily winnable. Oh, data sync. Oh, that means we get a free roll. Free roll. Give me... Oh. Give me a Haruka. Please, please, please. You know you want to... Maybe? One time? No, it's a white. We're too close. We're too close to getting that second Hoshi. We still have a lot of ways to go before we get even a chance at another 6-star. At least that eats into our rolls though, which means when the next banner comes out, we're good. At least I think that's how that works. Alright, let's jump back in and complete this last boss fight. And let me actually read the mechanics going on here. Immediately moves a certain distance towards the next checkpoint when blocked. Okay, so that's his skull no, not skull crusher, crown slayer. That's his crown slayer ability. Attack and defense increases as HP drops. Oh, okay. Interesting. And defense increases. So his... Oh, his res is pretty high. I mean, we could take Armor Shred. We could take Armor Shred. I don't think we need to, but we could. It's a good idea. A good thing to remember when we go into the extreme stages later. The first time HP drops to 0, enter second form and cast Manipulate Opinion. Removes all favor and stops current luck sack. Okay. Second form, he has a jump. He still has his jump. Oh, it's an enhanced jump. Recovers all SP when the blocked unit is defeated or retreats. Canvas of Strategy periodically gains a Zan. Attacks deal damage one more time for every Zan possessed. Oh, so you want to be dumping these. Okay. Attack and defense increases HP drops. Yep. And what's Mio actually doing? She's just doing the two attacks again? Okay, yeah, she's just doing the two attacks again. Just so you know, Mio and the boss can't hit ranged tiles and have 70 res, but funny enough, I cleared it with Mountain and Radion. Yeah, they're not actually that strong. I just need to focus my damage a bit. I just need to focus the damage. Yeah, why is the one on the right so slow compared to this one? Alright, well she can probably go back here. She doesn't need to be in a good position. He stops on this tile, right? Yeah, he stops on this tile, so we can actually get Pepe to do some damage. Go, Pepe, go. Beat his ass. Come on, get your ability, please. Don't let them spin. Get stunned, idiots. No! Oh my god, it stuns him out of the spin. That's perfect. Where's our healer? Oh, right, Ami is our healer. Right. Dude, look at this. Pepe's doing work. Almost phase 2ing him already. Isn't his... Yeah, wait, isn't his defense meant to be up? Pepe is still dealing huge amounts of damage to him. Or... Oh, no, we're still hitting pretty hard. He's gonna jump, that's fine. We'll leave Pepe there, it's okay. Is there even any point of me getting this buff? Oh, right, it's to get rid of this, right? Yeah, okay, it might be worth doing that. Bring Pepe back and put you there, why not? We don't want to do that. Let's do... I think we're going to hit the most tiles if we do it this way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 5. Yeah, we're going to do it this way. And then we can put the AoE here and hit this guy. There we go. Reload, Ray! Reload! There we go. Phase 2. Beautiful. She's going to get hit by the spinner, I think. Oh, maybe not. Maybe not. Wait for him to come back. No! He killed her! I think he's hittable. Yeah, he is. Alright, Mio has spawned. I need to get rid of this. Oh, they're getting through. That's actually kind of bad. That is kind of bad. Alright, I'm gonna get rid of this. I don't think we need it. Let's get Raiden out here. Okay, that's fine. We got through these guys, and that's kind of what we needed to see. Alright, we should be able to hold this. We might need to still be doing more damage here. Oh, I forgot. She roots them, doesn't she? Ah. Reload, reload, reload. God, the reload is kind of bad, though. She's quite slow at it. Okay, this guy has got a lot of resistances at the moment. Okay, no, he took a bit of damage there. Wait, I lost a unit, but I didn't gain a unit thing back. Huh. Interesting. Big damage, big damage. Hoshi, hit him, hit him, hit him, hit him, hit him, hit him. Very nice, very nice. Blaze. Oh, he's down. He's gone. It's just Mio. Mio, join us. Don't sacrifice yourself, Mio. Rip Mio. Boop. You deployed Ray as a result of the Pachinko buff. Oh, did I? Ah, I did not notice that. Okay. That makes sense then. Very nice, very nice. Alright, there we go. There's the boss mechanic. I assume that's going to be way worse when the extreme stages come out. Alright, the final little story bit. Wayfarer. She is a wayfarer at home. She has found her home as a wayfarer. I don't actually know what a wayfarer is. What is a wayfarer? Wayfarer. A wayfarer is a traveler, especially one who travels on foot. Oh, okay. Ah. See, I did not know that. I did not know that. High-res bosses, but every op deployed does arts damage. Wait, Ray doesn't do arts damage, right? Does Oh, I think Vulpes does arts damage. Pretty sure Vulpes does. And Hoshi does arts damage as well, yeah. Lol, Ray was the only one dealing physical. These two are back! Really? She wrote just one line? What would I get from lying to you? I have it right here, if you want to read it yourself. Naizak Lan Tan Mao. I heard you What? I heard you pissed a Nai off so bad that he just up and Zhao Ma. Oh my god. We're getting some Chinese. We're getting some Chinese. I assume that's Chinese. I'm pretty sure that's Chinese. That's it. Not even a sign-off. Puh. You found that funny? 1. I didn't know she was capable of pulling off a cursive script when speed riding. 2. Did you not see the record straight after she personally slapped this ladder onto your head, Commissioner Swire? Stinky rat. Do you think I would have come looking for you if you weren't avoiding me like the plague? You didn't have to. The less we see each other, the better. I hereby declare this last fin ball in your bowl is now mine. Go ahead. Consider it consolation for my inaccurate assumption. You really love to understate things, don't you? How would you want me to phrase it then? You clashed head-on with your grandfather in New Siesta? Can't say I falsely accused you of that, can you? Though, you think I should go have a chat with Hoshiguma? You should, but it's not appropriate for you to do so. I know she's been avoiding me, and only calls me by my official title when she has to, but I'm sure we haven't become estranged or anything like that. After all, she needs to keep a low profile to avoid rousing any suspicion after all that's happened. Plus, she misunderstood me, and is kind of awkward about it now. And one of her elders has passed too. She's not that sensitive. Really? I feel she can be quite sentimental sometimes. Well, not really, how do I describe it? Wait for Chen Hui-che to come back, and maybe she can help you brainstorm your answer. Though what I mean is her current behavior might not be from overthinking. She's merely trying to mess with you. Ciao, lo siu, stinking rat. We're thick as thieves, Hoshiguma and I, but she's not one bit as cunning and petty as you. I appreciate the compliment. Aside from Ray, who was deployed through the event gimmick, yeah. Thank you for your homage? Thank you for your homage, Inspector Hoshiguma. That's not homage. Wait. Am I just tripping? Oh, okay. No. It is a Japanese word. I thought they were trying to say homage, but no, it's homage or omiyage. Oh, it's probably omiyage. Yeah, I'm Englishing the pronunciation of the word. Omiyage, a tradition of bringing back souvenirs or gifts from a trip. I see. No thanks necessary. While you're here in Higashi, I happened to visit the Jiangqi Jianbing shop quite a few times, and began to enjoy the taste of scallion. I heard you encountered many unpleasant events in Mitsukue. I am touched you still bothered to bring something back for me after all that. It's what I ought to do anyways. Besides, I did stir up quite a ruckus in Mitsukue. I'd be sorry if the mess had affected you, Mr. Wei, or even Lungman. Not at all. What I have heard people talk about is your wisdom and courage. You not only cleared your own name, but also avenged Tesei-san, who was as a father to you. That Kinbi was never a good man. It was only natural for him to be arrested and put on trial. Fortunate for him that you have a good heart and didn't take his head. I still have a question for you. No need for formalities, just ask. You weren't this shy last time when I was riding a little fast and you sideswiped me to force me to slow down. Actually, ever since I came back from Mitsukue, I've been thinking. Lungman and Mitsukue, what's the difference between the two? How can I declare myself a Lungmanite with no hesitation, but I can't seem to consider Mitsukue my home any longer? Because Mr. Lin manages the triads well? Because Lungman has no so-called kami? No, that can't be it. Hoshiguma, the most important thing in a city is the people. Real, living residents. People have dreams, and the dreams determine what sort of stories will happen within the boundaries of the city. You mean, Lungman has long since awoken from the dream Mitsukue is still in. Fortunately, you managed to make some good friends over there. They're probably the best part of my experience in Mitsukue. Isn't that good enough? I have a bizarre story to share with you too, Inspector. What is it? I've heard that near to Mitsukue, in Himedo City, a young Kyokaku has appeared. He keeps his face hidden, and though his swordplay isn't stellar, he still manages to overpower his enemies with just a bokuto in hand. This young man who seemed ordinary eliminated a gang that had been committing fraud in the city for years. According to him, he walked all the way from Mitsukue to Himedo, and would rest no more than a few days there before embarking for the next city. I hope his journey goes well. One more thing, which isn't as strange, but it has something to do with you. A police officer dismissed from his post in Mitsukue is now planning to run for diet office. You think the old cop will make it? Odds are 99% no. But should one just quit simply because it's difficult to achieve? True. Alright, that's enough chatting for today. And we're pretty much done with the Jianbing too. Time for the next round to begin. I did notice you've switched to a new ride today, but my old pal won't give in without a fight. I didn't expect the pressure to settle in even before I started my engine, Inspector. Could it be your attire today? 30% maybe. Oh, old mate's still working at his little, whatever this is, whatever the Japanese word for this is. Here, chikua, daikon, and burden beast tendon. Phew. How's the talent agency stuff going? Oh, that's not her, that's him. How's the talent agency stuff going? Good? Good and bad, but it's coming along nonetheless. I'm glad to hear that. You cried so much when Hoshiguma left, I thought you'd leave Mitsukue for Lungmen too. I wasn't that down bad. Hoshiguma had her reasons to go, and I have my reasons to stay. Huh. Momoka-san, I see you have already gained the air of a professional negotiator, and in such a short time. Save it. It's hot. Easy, there's no need to rush. Phew, it's hot, but it tastes so good. You know, I might have to leave the city for a bit. Going to that Rhodes Island Hoshiguma mentioned? That's right. I know the Momoka name is already bound tight to me, down to my bones. But I still think maybe in a place where no one knows Momoka Hanyu, Haruka Shino could live a little life of her own. Hoshiguma will recognize you at least. Don't cut in, I'm being serious. Alright. Who knows, I might visit too, and make a few more friends myself. Mariuchi-san, how long do you think we can live like this? What's with the sudden topic change? I don't really get what you mean. I can't explain it, but I feel like days like these are numbered. Now I'm even more confused. I mean, how do I put it? Anita Street is full of people every night. The skyscrapers in Kajimachi are almost finished. I walk down the street and 9 out of 10 people are talking about how housing prices are going through the roof. All my shows have sold out in a single night, and I shake hands with fans until I grow calluses on my palms. But I get the feeling this will all come to an end pretty soon. What do you mean? War? An attack from the Northern Court? They might not have to make the first move. They might be drawn into this by us. Oh, someone's calling. Business? No, it's Kichisai. Momoka, big news! What is it? Did the real estate market crash? Huh. Are you still asleep? Didn't that new project hit a fresh high today? How could it crash? It's about Sarasa. Sarasa? Didn't she leave Matsukui soon after Tetsuya? She sent me a letter with her family crest on it. It's the Nishigoris. The Nishigori clan? From the Northern Court's 4 great clans. She said she had fun in Mitsukue, but the noise we made might have been a bit too loud, so she went back to Kuzarikawa to hide from her family for a bit. Said she'd come back to look for us once it's safer. How's that for big news? That's pretty big. She mentioned you too and said she knows you're starting a talent agency and she'd join if it takes off. My agency? To be an idol. The princess of the Nishigori clan. Momoka, shh. So she's starting her own agency. Oh, I thought she was going to go and try and be an idol by herself. Also, Mio, she's still alive. I'm assuming she's running the Kinseki-kan, right? Well, the Kinseki Kai, sorry. If there's nothing else, there's no rush. Your work is consistent, more so than Mifune. The Kinseki Kai are under you now, but the Kinseki group remains a hot potato with few willing to take over. Have you any interest in picking up his scraps and giving the Kinseki Kai another chance? No, sir. Indeed, picking up his legacy is rather easy in theory, but who knows how many hardships stand in the way. Do you intend to remain like this for the rest of your days? A gang leader for a group that has lost their home turf? I'm just creating a home for people who fell off society's ladder and doing a bit of cleanup work. Besides, there's no way I can possibly drag this on forever. If Mitsukue no longer needs the Kinseki Kai, I've had enough of both the Kinseki Kai and the Kinseki group. I came here today to not only fulfill Mifune-san's promise to you, but to also inform you. I've tried my best to deal with the Kinseki Kai's aftermath, and now I bid my farewell. You've made up your mind, so I won't insist on changing it. Good. Excuse me. Oh, she's leaving it all behind? Alas, a beautiful face, but a heart icier than the fields of Ursus. I was trying to be kind, but she just wouldn't approach it. How rare. Or appreciate it. How rare. Forget it. Let's take a look at the goods. The paunchy diet member stands up in the luxurious reception room and walks toward a small door in the back. Huh? Shockingly, the room past the door holds no confidential documents or precious metals. Bereft of even entertainment facilities, it merely looks like a simple, sloppy room of a local. Other than the old pachinko machine in the center of the room. Having escaped destruction in Kajimachi, it is now connected to a dedicated circuit, emitting light and distorted music. The diet member, who appeared quite dignified earlier, is jumping at the chance to have a try at the machine. He lifts a huge basket of pachinko balls from the ground right before he inserts them into the machine. A voice sounds from behind it. Got your wish? Yes, yes, Kami-sama. Thank you for your blessings. I'm finally content. Thank you for showing up at my humble home after so long. You stayed with me for so many years, but suddenly vanished the other day, and I was so worried. I thought you had abandoned me. Happy return. The Kami swiftly pounces onto the top of the machine. All that trouble just for this machine. Wait, what? Is the Kami evil? What is this? Hold on. Didn't this Kami say he only appears when someone's in a good mood, essentially? Sure enough. I mean, I wouldn't have achieved all this without this machine. All thanks to your blessings. I don't remember ever blessing you with anything. Even if you didn't... Oh! Hold on. Even if you didn't help me in recent years, your aid from 20 years ago was enough for the rest of my life. That again. Indeed. The incident that turned me from a useless dreg into an impressive member of society. I told you before that had nothing to do with me either. I don't believe you. Think about it, what sort of loser was I back then? A jobless hikikomori, unwilling to study or work. To borrow a trendy word of today. Ah yes, a neat. Every day I begged my mother for coin to get a few pachinko rounds in. If I won, I'd consider myself lucky that day, or unlucky otherwise. But that day my destiny changed. I saw you on the streets. I got nothing but wins that day. The pachinko balls flowed freely like water, and I even ran out of trays to carry them all. And then I won a fortune big enough to start a business on Nita Street. They were just pachinko balls after all. There was no way I could win more than the house. But you showed up, and it proved to me I was no longer a loser. From that day on, I believed strongly I was blessed with fortune by you, looked after by a kami. Had I not gotten blessed by you, how could I have won so much at pachinko and used the earnings to speculate and profit till today? I blessed you. Of course. Why do I feel like that face reveal is important? The past few days you were gone, yes. I went through so many hurdles. I asked that Kinbi to bring me back my pachinko machine. A simple job, no? But I couldn't give the order directly, so I said, take over Kajimachi, come up with a redevelopment plan, and bring back this pachinko machine on the way back, because I have ties to it. And then everything went to shit. The Kajimachi gangs, the Lungman cop, and even Kinbi's own artist. What a mess it was. The machine was almost lost to the chaos too. Fuzakeruna. Wait. Okay, I know a version of this. I know a version that's Fuzukenayo, I'm pretty sure. Which means basically, for fuck's sake. Is this what this means as well? Fuzukerana? Fuzakeruna. It is. Don't mess with me. Stop fooling around. Yeah. It's slightly different when you add some of the extra stuff around it, but yes. If something happened to this machine you bless, then what point is there turning that piece of rotten land by the river into Mitsukui's commercial center? It's not just me, but the whole of Mitsukui too. All of Southern Court is under your watch, which is why we're developing so fast and how our property prices are soaring, right? The Northern Court bumpkins are scrunching up their faces in anger, but they can't do anything about the fact you don't want to go over there. With you watching over us, we'll surely improve for... A drop of sweat slides down his face. Not from nervousness, but his passion has gotten him heated up. For... eternity. And the kami looks down at him from the top of the machine. Down at this secretly purchased 30-floor high luxury apartment with VIP exclusive elevators. Down at the almost 100-meter high building, down at the clamor and chaos of Mitsukui. And then it speaks a line it was tired of repeating yet rarely taken seriously. What does any of that have to do with me? The kami jumps out of the tiny room, but the Diet member who finally succumbed to his want for a pachinko game does not notice its exit. He'll never see the kami ever again after this day. How long have they been talking? 3 hours at least. And there's no signs it's ending. Can I go to the bathroom real quick? Don't even think about running away. You do know that you caused a huge commotion in Mitsukui, attracting 2 of the 8 major family heads, and even nearly caused a dispute between the North and South, do you? Forget about my old man. At least that old deer from the canoe can't do anything to you. You're a priest, after all. Even if you're not one of the 8 great clans, your bloodline's pretty enough. You may no longer want to live, but you shouldn't drag your friends down with you. You even sent them letters saying you were planning to hide in Kusarikawa. They would have been in danger right now if they weren't here. Performing Dogaza. Didn't you promise Momoka and the rest you risk your life to keep theirs safe? I'm sure you're a good man. So since you're so eager to help, I'm just going to the bathroom. Enough praises. The Kano and Nishigori heads will be out here soon, and it'll all be fine if you stay, but if you run... Are you hungry? I have some chikuwa here. You can have them if you want. Arigato. Kanushi-sama. I heard the shrine clergy mention you have a daughter. Yes, he does. Yes, he does. Yes, I do. She's a little younger than you. Are you as harsh with her as you are with me? The priest is momentarily stunned, then looks at Sarasa as if she is a creature he cannot communicate with. Me? Harsh with Lisa? What are you thinking? I mean, didn't she run away like I did? I'm still in Higashi, but she ran all the way to Siracusa. About that. Ingrid can explain the whole thing to you if you meet her. The door suddenly opens. Fortunately, Sarasa noticed earlier the flickering light coming from the door gap and returns to her Dogaza pose right on time. The priest immediately catches on and straightens his back with head bowed, standing to the side. A male Eiger. Interesting. Now then, allow me to once again apologize to you and the Kano clan on behalf of the Nishigori clan. We are extremely sorry for the trouble caused by our failure to discipline our younger generation. Please, there is no need to exaggerate. The important issues are all settled, and I would like to thank your daughter for providing this opportunity for us to hold this discussion in person. Mitsukue has an incompetent Diet member who allows violent gangs to run rampant, and your daughter merely acted in the name of justice. What wrong has she committed? As for the Kami's whereabouts, if I may be so bold, I believe it is best to leave them to appear on their own terms for now. The 2 clan leaders slowly stroll through the shrine's garden and towards the exit of the divine grounds, as if they have not noticed the 2 standing and kneeling behind them. So, we're out of trouble? Technically, yes. It's time to head home, Sarasa. The old Eiger casually calls out as he stands under the torii gate. Sarasa freezes on the spot, her flushed cheeks from the joy of having gotten herself out of trouble turning pale. She raises her head to look up at the little patch of sky encircled by the shrine, closes her eyes and clenches her fists in a position where she believes her father cannot see. Then, she puts on an obedient and emotionless expression as she follows her father's steps out of the shrine grounds. Okay, so she must be Eiger as well then. I wonder if she's meant to be like she couldn't be a jellyfish, right? Because we already have Matsuri? Is it Matsuri? Whatever that bro's name is. He's already a jellyfish. Alright, there we go. There is the main story completed. The very ending of that, intriguing. It kind of sounds like we might get Suzerain's dad in a upcoming story alongside that little girl as well, Sarasa. I could see that happening. Also, what's Mio up to? Mio's doing weird things. I think she's going to become important in another story, to be honest. The way they ended her story was kind of strange, where she just gave everything up and then just left. That kind of sounds like she Because her whole idea, her whole motive was creating a home for people that didn't have a home, right? That society had abandoned. So I think her heart's actually kind of in a good place. I wouldn't be surprised if she ends up somewhere in another story with a ragtag band of people that she's trying to keep safe. Or give a family or something. I could see that. I could see that. Or maybe I'm just hoping. I'm just huffing hopium right here and hoping that she becomes playable because she's such a sick design. Hopefully. Hopefully. I need my crow girl or my raven, whatever she's meant to be. I need her. I need her now. But yeah, let's go into the bazaar and pick up some of this stuff. Let's grab this skin. Actually, I don't even think I have Astesia. I have Astion, not Astesia. Yeah, I don't have Astesia. I don't have a guard burb. Let's grab all that. And then dump the rest of it. Actually, let's grab that. Dump the rest of it into the money. Oh, I've only got 2 left. Dump the rest of it into that. Okay. A big oof. No, man, I believe that's gonna happen. That's exactly what's gonna happen. I wonder if we go back to Higashi. I wonder. Because they're also kind of leading up to the north-south conflict, right? I could see it. I could see us coming back here. Especially to see what else Haruka ends up doing, or Momoko. We could come back. But yeah, that is gonna be it for Arknights tonight. But that is not the end of Arknights for this week. No, and I'm not even talking about the EX stages. I have tomorrow and Wednesday off. And then when we come back on the Thursday, we got Enfield, baby. Enfield will be released. We will be rolling on Serta, or I guess, what's her name now? Law. I don't actually remember her name. It starts with an L, though, I'm pretty sure. But we're going to keep referring to her as Serta, because it's the easier name. We will roll on Serta and hopefully get her. And we will be maining Fluorite as well. 100% we're maining Fluorite. I mean, I main Gavial at the moment. Of course we're maining Fluorite. Of course. Also, I'm kind of interested in the Red Hood character. The Red Hood character looks really interesting to me. So, curious to see when she comes out. She's not on any of the schedules yet, though, so I imagine she comes out way later. But yeah, that's where we're going to end it for tonight. We'll rest for the next 2 days, and then we'll come back, and we'll jump into Enfield. I'll organize some time to do these EX stages as well. I expect Enfield's gonna take... When does it come out? The 22nd? Yeah, I expect Enfield's probably gonna take a week. Probably a week. Maybe? And then after that week, we can come back and do the EX stages. And by then, these bottom stages will be open as well. So yeah, that'll work. That'll work. All right. Thank you for watching. And I will catch you guys next time. Everyone hope and pray that Mio becomes playable.
What is reflected in my eyes? Now the moonlight in a starless midnight. The showers on the people passing by. One is so small and the world so wide. Every step forward echoes a sigh. I reach out for